Hey guys, Marquise here, and this weekend, the Homefront 2 beta, what is it called? Homefront The Revolution, the closed beta was going on this weekend, and we played a very small portion of it. I wasn't too impressed with the game, and we're going to talk about it today. We got Tucker with us. He played it with me, and we're just going to talk about how we feel about the game, give you a little review for it. Now, what happens when you first start the game? Well, obviously, you got to create a character. Like any RPG fashion, you got to create, your little character to keep using it within the game. It's important to note that you can't make changes to this character at all once you make them. Another important little tidbit is the head part of your character is just appearance-wise, but the body part, each character contains certain abilities that you have to decide which one you want to use. Once you get that created character set up, you gotta get your team together and you start the game. Now, I saw nothing but problems within the gameplay. The story was very confusing. Movement, horrible. It felt like you were playing a crappy, 1995 PC game with the movement. And there were a lot of I had a lot of problems at least where the gun wouldn't, after I reloaded, the game wouldn't register that I reloaded, so the gun wouldn't shoot. And I can't reload after I already reloaded, so I was just screwed until the game fixed itself and I was able to shoot again. Now we're going to go ahead and bring Tucker in here and let him tell you what he thinks about the game.
The game was terrible. Graphics, like you said, was the worst part. Terrible. It was just terrible. It looked like a PS2 game. The movement, like you said, was clunky. Reminded me of like Half-Life 2. The movement did, which is a really weird reference, but that's kind of what it felt like to me. The only good thing, if you can even call it a pro at this point, would be the RPG element, even though it's not supposed to be one. The different categories for each character you can make kind of allows you to play the game in a different way, which would be awesome if the story was worth playing. They probably should have gone with a multiplayer beta to try to pull in some people because, nobody is going to want to play this game now.
Now, you brought up the story. Was there really a story in this game? Because all I noticed was run to this part, kill some people. Run to this part, kill some people. Run to this part, kill some people.
There was talking, like they were telling us stuff, but I mean, how are you supposed to know who the characters are? They don't need to do. I didn't know who the bad guys were. They were just saying letters at that point, and everybody was a bullet sponge. Just felt like you had to put in 3 or 4 rounds in their head just to get them to drop, which was a problem because you run out of ammo so fast and you only have 1 ammo box. You're just sitting there running out of ammo and then dying as swarms and swarms of enemies come at you. It felt less like a story and more like one of those mercenary games or like Call of Duty or something, and then you go into like a side mission. That's what it felt like. It felt like a game filled with side missions.
See, I kind of feel that way too, but it also felt to me like it was a crappy zombies game, but the zombies had guns.
Right. Like here, just battle waves of enemies over and over again in different locations. But we're going to write it off as a story because you have to run from spot to spot. Yeah. Unimpressive.
So, as of right now, if the game were released today, what would you rank it?
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
1.
See, I would, as of right now with what I'd played, I'd give it maybe a 3. Only because if what they're doing, what I think they're doing, which is they'll have the solo player campaign, which will be its own campaign, and then they have the co-op campaign, which is what we played, and then a multiplayer. There might be enough stuff to do to catch players, but I don't think enough to warrant this game being a $60 game. So as of right now, I would not suggest spending $60 to buy this game.
I mean, I wouldn't suggest spending $20 to buy this game, but hey, that's just me.
But that's all the time we have for today's video. If y'all agree with me and you want to see more reviews like this, go ahead and leave a like and let me know in the comments. And if you disagree, tell me why. I'd like to hear other people's opinions on this game, and maybe we can have a nice little debate going. But as always, don't forget to subscribe to Queasy Gaming. Marqueezy out.